Baby.
Welcome, everyone, to WWE 2k19 Super Universe Mode. Thank you guys for hanging on for a minute there while we worked out some technical bugs. My name is Nate Bender. I am going to be one of your commentary team today here, and joining me, as always, in the booth, we've got the epic Will Cherry. Will, what's going on, man?
Hello, Nate. I'm channeling my Ron Trongard. Almost messed that line up. Coming from the Philadelphia Spectrum, here live. We're going to call some great WWE 2k19 action.
Absolutely. Also joining us as a part of this large commentary team, we've got the man who makes it happen over on the One Fall Show, Chuck Bean. Chuck, what's going on, my man?
The patron saint of pizza has come upon you in Super Universe Mode.
Excellent. And as always, we've got formerly the $19 man, now the $17 man. It's Shawnee Constant.
Leveled off at $17. I'm excited to be here, Nate.
You know, you gotta make sure the Patreon gets their take. So, anyway, excited for you guys to be here today on this Halloween edition of the WWE 2k19 Super Universe Mode. It's a lot to get out.
Yes.
So, we are all in costume, obviously, because it is Halloween. So, I want to, go around the room and ask you guys to share your costumes. I am obviously dressed as Nick Bockwinkel from back in the WCW days. Look at my thick glasses. Will, what are you dressed as today?
I'm dressed as Black Rick Rude.
Oh,
I'm simply ravishing, baby.
Listen, man, I love the tights. The tights are a nice touch. Chuck, what are you dressed as today?
Well, it took me about $3 worth of toilet paper, but today I'm dressed as the Yeti!
The Yeti! How fitting, because I was there for the Yeti's debut. And Shawnee, what are you dressed as today?
I'm wearing my notorious John Cena mask, so I am the Invisible Man.
I can't see you. I don't know what costume you're talking about.
Not there, folks.
Anyway, thank you for joining us here today. We've got some action to call in our WWE 2k19 Super Universe. Let's go ahead and check out some of our matchups here today. Now, we ran down the card for this week's Raw last time. If you caught that episode, if not, make sure you go check out our YouTube channel. Just search One Fall Show over on YouTube. So, let's take a look at our Raw rundown. We've got Randy Orton and the Big Show starting us off today. Apollo Crews taking on Buddy Murphy in our second match. Mickie James takes on Peyton Royce here coming up third. Robert Roode takes on Zigglypuff, Dolph Ziggler. We've also got Aleister Black and Dominic Dijakovic. Our second to last match, Rey Mysterio takes on Edge. And in our main event, we've got a triple threat match between Kevin Owens, Cedric Alexander, and Humberto Carrillo. I got to say, a lot of these matchups do not inspire a whole lot of enthusiasm in me, but I am kind of curious about this triple threat match here at the end. What do you guys think? Will, what matchup do you like out of here?
Oh, man. Yeah, this looks like a regular-ass Raw card.
Yeah, this is like a normally booked Raw.
Yeah. I'm stumped. You guys go and pick it.
All right. He's punting, so Chuck, what do you think?
You know what? I would just as soon skip Raw and hold that spot for a match that we may enjoy on a show further into the episode.
That's
but you guys,
right.
I'll let you decide.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. Shawnee, is there a matchup in here that tickles your fancy? I'm also going to put it out to the chat too, because we got 6 people watching us, and if you're happening to catch this over on YouTube after the fact, then I want to invite you to join us live. We do this every Saturday at 4 p.m. So, Shawnee, is there a matchup here that you like?
No, I think this is eminently skippable. Average Raw.
Fair enough. Eminently skippable. Let's simulate all of our matchups and see who won and who lost. Got Randy Orton going over the Big Show here in our opening match. Buddy Murphy takes on Apollo Crews and takes the win. Peyton Royce winning over the seasoned Mickie James. Robert Roode actually going on up against Shane Thorne and losing. Aleister Black losing to Dominic Dijakovic. Edge winning over Rey Mysterio. And Kevin Owens takes that triple threat match. All right, moving on from Raw into AEW. And keep in mind, we do have a pay-per-view this week. So taking a look at AEW, we got Jon Moxley doing a promo. We got Jake Hager taking on Kenny Omega. Matt Sydal takes on Colt Cabana in our third matchup. Chris Jericho takes on Dustin Rhodes. We got Pac taking on Cody. We got Cash Wheeler taking on Chuck Taylor. And in our main event, Brody Lee and Hangman Adam Page. No Nate Thunder this week, unfortunately.
But Nate Thunder could be on the pay-per-view.
Well, it's an NXT pay-per-view, so that's much more likely for Willie Anderson to show up. So, all right, I'm kind of curious about this Jake Hager Kenneth Omega matchup. I also wouldn't mind taking a look at Pac versus Cody. Those are the two matchups that I'm liking. Will, what do you want to see?
Let me go see that again.
Just kind of scrolling through
Kenny
here.
Omega, Jake Hager, and I'm also kind of digging Matt Sydal, Colt Cabana. Could be some technical wrestling, some scientific wrestling, as they used to say.
Very interesting. Shawnee Constant, what matchups are you liking for AEW Dynamite?
Oh man, this card is chock full. Let's let Chuck make the decision on this one.
That's really funny because I was going to say just about every match on this card is a banger. I would watch this entire card.
This is a strong episode of Dynamite, that's for sure. All right, let's
Chat.
You know what? The chat's been fairly quiet. T-Money says, though, I got some money, says Nate's going to run out on the Brody Lee match. That's interesting. That's possible.
That's entirely possible.
That's entirely possible. Let's go. Now I'm not sure about the Matt Sydal Colt Cabana match because that could be very good. Let's do two. Let's do two. Lloyd says he wants to see the Kenny Omega match. All right, so we got one in the chat for Kenny Omega. So let's do Kenny Omega and Matt Sydal and Colt Cabana. Those are our two. Does that sound good to you guys?
I like it.
All right, here we
I'm into
go.
it.
AEW Dynamite starts now. Welcome, everyone, to the most exciting wrestling show on Tuesday. That's right, it's on Tuesday in our universe. It's AEW Dynamite. Got some incredible matchups coming to you live from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Do they have
The most enthusiasm Bowling Green's seen in a long time.
I was going to say, do they have a stadium that big in Bowling Green, Kentucky?
Maybe a baseball stadium.
That's possible.
Maybe.
Well, they have a college there, don't they?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so maybe one of the colleges could handle that. Matt Hardy ends up running out on Jon Moxley's promo. All right, here's our first matchup. We got Jake Hager, the Big Hurt, taking on Kenneth Omega. Who do you guys like in this matchup?
He looks like he's going to eat that controller.
He
silhouette.
does. He does.
Chomp.
Nom that controller.
Well, seeing that it's Jake Hager and Kenneth, I'm going to go with Kenneth. I think he's going to go Kenneth Alpha and just beat the hell out of Jake Hager.
All right, Shawnee, who you liking?
Yeah, I would like to see Kenny Omega beat Jake Hager 100 times out of 100.
Chuck?
I'm in for Kenny Omega.
All right, looks like a Kenny Omega crowd here. Don't underestimate the Big Hurt, though.
The following contest is scheduled to one fall, making his way to the ring from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 275 pounds.
I gotta say, I really love his entrance, the way that the Titantron just takes up the entirety of the screen, and then he just starts kind of moving forward from it. It's just a really cool effect in the game.
Yeah.
Did he steal the logo from a car company for his?
It sure does look like it, doesn't it?
I think General Motors needs to sue him for copyright infringement.
Kenny Omega better be bringing his A game. Jake Hager looks like he is ready to hurt somebody bad.
Absolutely. You know, guys, I tried to find an entrance with the dancing girls with brooms, but unfortunately, 2K didn't think that far ahead.
That's a really unique decision, isn't it?
It is.
I appreciate his Wrestle Kingdom One-Winged Angel vest.
See, that's the kind of stuff that I hope Kenny Omega starts doing now that he's kind of adopted the cleaner gimmick. Is like at Full Gear, I expect him to do, a big production entrance with some kind of video game referenced attire.
He better come out in a Gundam at this point.
Fuck yeah! Let's do it. I want to see it.
We got the technology.
Because he did one of his entrances was from like Destiny or something, and he had like that whole like Egyptian themed headpiece and the gun, and yes, I want the Gundam. That's what I want.
What if because we know there are a bunch of video game nerds, what if one of the Elite has been working on a cyberpunk gear all this time for Full Gear, and then it's going to come out before the game does?
That would be dope. That would be absolutely dope. All right, here we go. Two absolutely prime athletes going at it. It's Kenny Omega taking on Jake Hager, and Jake Hager with an early Northern Light suplex. Strikes to the back of Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega locking up, and oh man, Jake Hager showing off his power, throwing Kenny Omega into the corner. Another collar and elbow tie-up. Now Jake Hager has waist control, but Kenny Omega reverses. Now Kenny Omega with the waist control and takes Jake Hager down to the mat and into a headlock. Jake Hager reverses with a nice head scissor.
And I don't know if Kenny Omega should try to, take Jake Hager down on the ground. He's got MMA experience. He can really throw down on the ground.
Absolutely.
Ground and pound, keep Kenny Omega grounded to the mat.
Oh, wow. What a brain buster from Kenny Omega there. That's the kind of thing that you got to throw at Jake Hager.
You got to give him high-impact maneuvers right there.
You are absolutely right. You got to stick to high-flying and high-impact maneuvers. You are definitely not going to out-muscle Jake Hager. Not in this environment.
And I'm pretty sure Jake Hager didn't expect to eat a brain buster from somebody the size of Kenny Omega.
Wow.
Is that an overdrive?
Yeah, it looked like either an overdrive or a fisherman
neck breaker.
Fisherman neck breaker, yeah.
And going right on the neck too with that head crank.
Looks like he's really working on the neck.
Slowing the match down, giving himself an opportunity to reset the pace.
Yeah, if Kenny Omega can pick his pace, it's going to be his match. Jake Hager trying to find an opening. Stomp right to the bum.
That really affected Kenny. He's hurting right there. And you know what? You got to take Kenny Omega's lower back out, too. You don't want him to climb up the top rope. You don't want him to have his equilibrium either.
Absolutely. I mean, it's going to be really critical to have that back in good shape if he wants to get Jake Hager up into into position for that one-winged angel. Jake Hager now down on the mat, just grinding Kenny Omega.
One on that lower back.
Lower back and torso area. Yeah, absolutely.
And something to keep in mind, too, and it hasn't come into effect yet, but Jake Hager has the entire inner circle waiting in the back just to help him out. Kenny Omega has almost nobody right now.
You are absolutely correct. And Jake Hager just going to work on Kenny Omega's leg, tying him up in the rope. And oh, man, that's some serious leverage right there. Back right onto the leg with a big stump puller there from Jake Hager. Kenny Omega slowly working his way to his feet, and Jake Hager just punching him off the apron.
He loaded that fist up and connected hard.
Man, Kenny is lagging here bad. Another looked like a fisherman neck breaker. Ooh.
And there's that MMA experience right there.
Absolutely. Knee strikes into a knee lift. And oh, wow, Kenny Omega answering with a knee of his own.
That may have woken Kenny Omega back up. Oh, and a vicious chop. Overhand rights.
Punches and chops to the chest. Kenny Omega now getting thrown back into the ring. Jake Hager joins him. And now Jake Hager just stalking his prey.
Yeah, right in the onset of this match, Kenny Omega tied up with the big man, and I understand you want to make him understand that you're not afraid, but it may have been a mistake. I mean, going power for power against him has seemed to have set him back the entire match.
Yeah, Shawnee, you might be right. Kenny Omega is definitely looking like he is in trouble here and continuing to work on the leg. I mean, but if it's not the neck, it's the leg, and Jake Hager definitely knows where he's looking to work, and wow, big power bomb from Jake Hager there.
Jake Hager's got to be thinking ankle lock at some point in the near future.
Whip now into the corner. Jake Hager setting Kenny Omega up into the trio. Whoa.
What is he doing?
What's he getting ready for here?
This is going to be ugly.
Oh, no.
No,
Jake Hager's going up to the top.
Jake Hager's way too damn big.
What is he doing? Is he going to do a coast to coast? Oh my God! Oh my God!
He got all of that right in Kenny Omega's face.
Kenny Omega might be out.
You might as well call this match, Aubrey Edwards.
Dragging him to the middle of the ring.
I've never seen Jake Hager do that.
1, 2. Oh, and Kenny Omega kicks out.
What resiliency.
I can't believe it. After imagine all of that weight coming down on you. That's unbelievable that Kenny Omega would have the wherewithal to be able to kick out of that. Jawbreaker now from Kenny Omega as he looks to reverse his fortunes. I would not spend any time talking to the crowd. This may be a big mistake. And wow.
A standing drop kick from Jake Hager.
Standing drop kick. That may be it for Kenny Omega. 1, 2, and a kick out. Wow. There have been many surprises.
A lot of heart tonight.
Absolutely. Whip now into the corner. Jake Hager with a big clothesline. Down now into a headlock.
I'm not sure if that was the right move to go for. You should have stayed right on top of him if you already had him worn out.
And now Kenny Omega looking to turn the momentum in his favor. Breaks the headlock. What now?
He's firing back up.
Starting to work on the arm of Jake Hager. And here comes
He's just got nothing left. He had to take the knee.
Oh, man. Up and now to the fireman's carry. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Driving Kenny Omega into the turnbuckle head first.
So was that a Death Valley driver into the turnbuckle almost?
Yeah, that's definitely what it looked like. And this may be it for Kenny Omega. Jake Hager feeling good, taking time to talk to the crowd. And another leg DDT there. And Jake Hager continuing to work on that knee. Down now into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out from Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega has been having to play some crazy defense this entire match. Both men now to their feet. Whips Kenny Omega into the corner. Ooh, a knee, and Kenny Omega goes down to the mat. Jake Hager now on Brett's rope with a big elbow. Jake Hager.
If you're Aubrey Edwards, too, you got to start really looking at this because Kenny is starting to become a danger to himself by by kicking out of these pinfalls.
I got to say, I've never seen Jake Hager this acrobatic before.
Well, he's letting everyone know he's here to win. He's pulling out all the stops.
He seems to be fighting Kenny Omega's match. He's like, no, I'm going to meet you on your level. And Kenny Omega now with some knees to Jake Hager. Kenny Omega now into the cover. 1, and a kick out. Easy kick out there from Jake Hager. Still got a lot of tank, a lot of gas left in his tank.
Bet he got that gas a Dale gas.
That's right.
Nightcrawlers and beer.
That's right.
You know it.
Jake Hager now with a big reversal.
Still have plenty of power left. Oh, yes.
And now setting Kenny Omega up on those ropes and just whipping him down to the mat. Is this enough? Cover. 1, 2, and a kick out from Kenny Omega.
Kenny.
The man doesn't know how to quit.
Live to fight another day.
Ooh, big shot there from Jake Hager. And into a power bomb. Could this be it?
This
1,
has got to be everything.
2, 3. That's it.
Wow.
Jake Hager winning with a nice spinning powerbomb.
And completely destroying Kenny Omega throughout the entire match.
Very, very little offense from Kenny Omega there.
Real Jake Hager needs to study the tape of Super Universe Jake Hager. That's my thought after that match. That was an excellent match.
Absolutely. If real Jake Hager coast to coasted on Dynamite, I would lose my shit. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
I forget it. You've now made me a lifelong fan. I'm always tuning in for that fucking show. All
What
right.
a hell of a match.
Hell of a match there. All right. And we said that we're gonna call the Matt Sydal Colt Cabana match, right? That was the other one, right? Yep. All right, here we go. Into our second match from Dynamite. It's Matt Sydal and Boom Boom Colt Cabana.
Two wrestlers lineage traced back to Ring of Honor. Plenty of contests there.
Absolutely.
One of my low-key favorite matches of the year on Dynamite was when Colt Cabana faced Cody. They put on a really good technical match. Colt got to perform outside of the comedy milieu and really looked good. It was really exciting to see.
Yeah, absolutely. It really elevated. It served to elevate Colt Cabana.
Sydal, of course, known forever for his Shockmaster entrance to the Battle Royal.
Absolutely.
I do like how they played that off, though, with the idea that Michael, is it Nakazawa?
Yes.
Had oiled the corner. I mean, very silly, fun retcon. You know, comedy done right, I think, because they did most of it off of the main show.
Yeah. I agree. And he had a great match with Eddie Kingston this week.
Yes.
Really enjoyed
Eddie
that
looking
match.
Great.
Yeah.
Looking great.
Absolutely.
He's got that title in his eyes. I'm excited for it.
I genuinely hope that AEW decides to use Eddie Kingston as a transitional champion. Because, I mean, it's pretty clear that they're building towards Omega being the next champion. But, I've already seen Moxley and Omega, and I didn't like it. So I'd much rather see Omega and Kingston. And if Kingston is champ at that point, I mean, fuck, that really elevates Kingston at that point. All right, here we go. Matt Sydal taking on Boom Boom Colt Cabana. There we go, tie up center of the ring. Colt Cabana pushing Sydal into his corner. I'm going to get Ref Aubrey here to break that up.
Matt Sydal with the quickness. Colt Cabana with the height advantage.
It's a nice clean break.
Absolutely. And Colt just going to work on Sydal, but Sydal puts him now in the corner and gives him some chops of his own.
Little Recito. Stiff kick to the side.
Oh, Matt Sydal. Oh, wow. What a kick to the face.
Springboard kick right there.
Matt Sydal,
A lot of
obviously.
competitors underestimate Matt Sydal, think he's just a high-flying guy, but he's got some good striking ability as well.
Absolutely, obviously known for his high-flying offense. But you're absolutely right. There's a lot of upside to Matt Sydal in other areas just outside of high-flying. And now big snap suplex there from Boom Boom Colt Cabana.
Stiff kick right there.
Oh, yeah.
And Colt hitting the ropes. Whoa,
Oh,
what we got?
wow. Sydal now trips up Colt Cabana, and wow, really working on the knee there of Colt Cabana.
Kind of pulling him away from those ropes may not be the best plan.
Wow, standing moonsault there from Matt Sydal. And going to work on the shoulder and the arm of Colt Cabana. Oh, wow.
Nice vertical surfboard there.
Absolutely.
Oh, reversal to a pin and kicked out immediately.
Yeah. Would have been great if Colt got him there. Whip into the ropes, and wow, what a hip toss there from Colt Cabana. Old school. Colt Cabana now. Oh, what a brain buster.
Shades of Dick Murdoch on that brainbuster right there.
Oh, wow.
Right on the top of his head.
Yeah, Matt Sydal caught all of that. Now a big spin kick to the stomach, and another kick to the stomach.
Block the chop.
Sydal now reversing his fortune, comes off the ropes, and a chop block to the knee.
You typically see chop blocks from behind. That's a more savage version of the chop block coming from the front.
Absolutely. You have more of an opportunity to hyperextend that knee there. And now Colt Cabana.
A lot of football players have had their careers, their seasons ended.
Absolutely. Colt Cabana now with an opportunity to cover and only getting a 1.
Using that power advantage.
Absolutely.
Guillotine drop right there on Matt Sydal.
And just continuing to work on the arm. Oh, wow. Standing leg drop. And another. And continuing to beat on the arm. Stomps now to the arm. Matt Sydal making his way to his feet. Clubbing blows to the back. Sydal now whips Colt into the corner. And a drop kick to the back.
I feel like Colt Cabana is another one of those wrestlers that people underestimate because he's so even-tempered when you see him come into the ring. But he's got a mean streak to him, man. If you fire him up, he could hurt you.
Both wrestlers now on the outside. Oh, and Matt Sydal, wow, what a spin kick right to the face.
Level Colt Cabana.
Chops now to the chest, and Colt says you can have one of your own. Slamming Sydal into the apron.
Right on that corner.
Yeah, the hardest part of the ring. Both back now into the ring. And Colt Cabana just wrenching the knee, trying to take
the wheels out from under Matt Sydal.
You took the words
get up those ropes.
right out of my mouth, and as Sydal gets put into the corner, man, it looks like he's busted open. Oh, and Colt Cabana gets nothing there. Sydal now whipping to the corner. Colt Cabana is dazed. Sydal now turns him around. Oh, man, what is he setting up for? Colt Cabana now sitting on top of the top turnbuckle. Sydal just staring at him. Whoa! And
a little too late.
Yeah, Colt Cabana just narrowly getting out of the way of that kick.
Huge backbreaker right there.
Sydal trying to use his educated feet to his advantage. Cover now from Colt Cabana. 1, 2. Kick out from Matt Sydal.
Colt Cabana noticing the blood on Matt Sydal's face and wondering, is this enough to put him away?
Yeah, he must have caught a sharp edge of that turnbuckle, and looks like Colt Cabana is setting up for something now. And oh, wow!
Big flip, flop, and fly, dusty elbow.
That's right. Down now into the cover. Could this be it? 1, 2. Oh, and
2 and 15/16.
Wow.
Wow.
That was as close as you can cut it. Matt Sydal kicking out just before 3. And now Colt Cabana going to work on the back.
With that camel clutch locked in.
Yeah.
Make him humble.
Iron Sheik.
Fucking bullshit.
The crack rock. Yes, Bubba.
The jabroni
Oh,
Sydal.
wow. Matt Sydal just jumped to his feet, but oh, wow. It just in time to catch a diving clothesline from Colt Cabana.
You are worse than Hulk Hogan.
Down now into the cover. 1, 2. Oh, wow. Sydal kicking out at 2.
And these fans are on their feet for this match right here.
They are. We have had 2 back-to-back incredible matches here on Dynamite.
And this one has just gone back and forth. Like, Sydal has really taken a beating at this point, but he did a lot of damage to Colt early.
Absolutely. Colt Cabana looks firmly in control of this matchup right now. Oh, wow.
Misses the chop.
Misses the
double axe handle.
That's right.
Nice fireman's carry.
Sydal. Whoa!
Wow.
What a face breaker. Oh, could he be setting up? Could we be seeing the shooting star press? Man Sydal to the top rope. Here it comes. Shooting star press. That could be it. Down into the cover. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Matt Sydal takes the victory, fighting from behind, and finally able to take the win over Colt Cabana. And look at him. He is just crimson masked here.
Had he kept going,
fascinating comeback.
Had he kept going, I think he would have ran out of energy because of that vicious cut in his forehead there. But luckily, he came from behind and pulled the victory off.
Amazing victory for Matt Sydal.
That's the kind of match that can change the course of your career.
Absolutely. All right. Wow, 2 exciting matchups here to start off Super Universe mode. All right, let's see who takes the win, who takes the loss. Chris Jericho going up against Dustin Rhodes. Oh, but Lance Archer coming in for Dustin and taking the win away from Jericho. This one I was pretty interested to see. It's Pac versus Cody. Pac making his big return to AEW Dynamite next week in real life. So if you're a Pac fan, make sure you check that out. But here we go. Cody taking the win on that matchup. We've got Cash Wheeler taking on Chuck Taylor as the best friends in FTR's feud continues, and Cash Wheeler taking the win on that one. And in our main event, it's Brody Lee versus Hangman Page. T-Money says Nate Thunder might run in on this match. Let's see what happens. Brody Lee just taking the victory.
And a disaster of a match, too.
Absolutely. All right. Moving on to NXT. The fucking Canellises. Was there a worse bit than the Canellises? All right, taking a look at NXT. Our first matchup here is Finn Balor taking on the Velveteen Dream. We've also got Mark Andrews taking on Flash Morgan Webster in a matchup from NXT UK. Got Io Shirai taking on Shotzi Blackheart. Adam Cole takes on Johnny Gargano. Damian Priest versus Alexander Wolf. We've got Pete Dunne taking on Jordan Devlin. And in our main event, we've got Walter versus Dave Mastiff. What are you guys liking here?
The way this show is booked is like it is actually going up head-to-head against AEW, because that first hour is full of great matches.
Absolutely.
My vote is for Shotzi.
Shotzi? All right. Will, what are you feeling out of here?
Let's see the ladies in action.
All right. Well, that's 2 for the ladies. Shawnee.
Yep. Twist my arm. Shotzi.
All right. Shotzi and Io Shirai's coming up on NXT.
That being said, Io Shirai, one of the best in the world.
Absolutely. We're here live from Oklahoma City. It's NXT.
Old Mid-South territory.
All right, got a lot of matchups coming at you. Starting off with Finn Balor taking on Velveteen Dream. Finn Balor takes the W on that as well. He should. In a matchup from NXT UK, we've got Mark Andrews taking on Flash Morgan Webster. Flash Morgan Webster taking the victory there. Io Shirai versus Shotzi Blackheart is the match that we're going to call here on Super Universe mode. I think I got an updated model for Shotzi, because we featured a match of hers, didn't we, already?
Yeah, we did. She was driving Stone Cold's four-wheeler. That's
right. She's still driving the four-wheeler, but vastly updated and improved visuals, I think. All right, here we go. It's NXT.
I'm kind of hoping she comes out in 16-bit just because of that hype.
lot of desperate fellas in the crowd tonight. Marry me, I'm single signs.
Yeah, right.
Rare for a professional wrestling show, Chuck.
Thirsty dudes in a wrestling crowd? What?
What? Spring colors in the fall? Bitch, please.
And her opponent from Oakland, California.
So she had found one of those little toy tanks months and months before she actually unveiled the tank. She had been sharing it on Instagram. I remember seeing the first day where she was like, I'm at the store. You know, it was just an innocuous post. So when she rolled out with that tank, it was like this great joy, this like, you know, limited secret joy of people who were following her Instagram that day.
By the way, yes, this is the updated model from Joe Mashups, and just an incredible job. Incredible job. She's got a ton of tattoos. Every tattoo is absolutely spot on perfect. I mean, this is like, what a character model.
I feel like of all the things that you have to adjust in a character model, the tattoos have to be the hardest part.
The tattoos, that's what people complain about the most from the Discords that I've seen. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh, what?
Uh-oh. All right, guys, we're going to be right back.
Championship Wrestling, St. Louis, the arena, Saturday, February the 8th at 8 o'clock. That's in St. Louis. Seattle Center Coliseum, Seattle, Washington. Wednesday, January 22nd, 8 o'clock, the Road Warriors, Dusty Rhodes, many others in Seattle, Washington. The Omni in Atlanta, Sunday, January the 19th at 8 o'clock. Arn Anderson, Magnum TA, the Rock and Roll Express, many others at the Omni in Atlanta. Civic Center, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Saturday, January the 18th at 8:30. You'll see Dusty Rhodes, Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man, Bryan, Tully Blanchard, Baby Doll, many others in Philadelphia. Richmond Coliseum, Richmond, Virginia. Friday, January 17th at 8:15. The Midnight Express with Jim Cornette, Magnum TA, Nature Boy Ric Flair, many others in Richmond, Virginia. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, the Convention Center in Cleveland. Nature Boy Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, many others tomorrow night in Cleveland. Tonight at 8 o'clock, Civic Center Coliseum, Charleston, West Virginia. The Road Warriors, the Russian team led by Ivan Koloff, many others tonight at 8 o'clock, Civic Center Coliseum, Charleston, West Virginia. It's the NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance. It's the Major League of Professional Wrestling.
The following announcement is for honorably discharged U.S. veterans age 18 to 59. The toll-free number shown on your screen is used to respond to the following. Do not miss this important information exclusively for veterans. Veterans of all branches of service and spouses of qualified veterans, stand by for complete details.
Already over 2 million veterans have called to find out how this card can serve them exclusively. Hi, I'm Roger Staubach. If you're a veteran age 18 to 59, or the spouse or widow of a vet, write down this toll-free number, because one quick phone call can bring you all the facts about a plan that offers you a choice of 10, 20, up to $50,000 in term life benefits. $50,000 for under $10 a month. And since your spouse is also eligible, your total family protection can reach up to $100,000. All this at affordable veterans rates. In a matter of days, an information package will be sent directly to your home. In it, you'll find all you need to apply right away. In fact, you don't even have to take a medical exam. As a veteran, you owe it to yourself to get the facts about this exclusive offer. So call now.
Veterans, call 1-800-257-1234. Call now. You will also receive an updated guide to veterans benefits showing what government benefits veterans are entitled to collect. Call 1-800-257-1234.
Nationwide research has begun to reveal the problem of child sexual abuse. Some studies suggest that a child is molested every 2 minutes in the United States. Most of these incidents will go unreported. The majority of children are molested by someone they know and trust. Don't wait until it happens to a child you love. Find out what you can do in your own community to help make your children safe. I'm Erin Gray. Please watch to protect the children.
9:05 Eastern on Superstation WTBS, Tuesday night.
It's Starrcade 85, The Gathering. If you missed it live, now you can be a part of it with the Starrcade 85 video. Dial 1-800-453-6606 to order yours. The most controversial match in the history of professional wrestling. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes against the World Heavyweight Champion, Nature Boy Ric Flair. You decide. Now 1-800-453-6606. The most brutal match in the history of professional wrestling. U.S. Heavyweight title in a cage. And I Quit match. Tully Blanchard with Baby Doll defending against Magnum TA. And you can see it. Dial 1-800-453-6606. They put them in a cage for the World Tag Team title. No disqualification, no time limit, and you can't see this one. 1-800-453-6606. And how wild is an Atlanta street fight? You decide. 1-800-453-6606. If you missed Starrcade 85, don't miss the video. $39.95 plus $5 postage and handling. Call today.
Chocolate is scrumptious when it crunches. That's why I love Nestle Crunch.
All right, welcome back to the WWE 2k19 Super Universe mode. We apologize for that technical interruption, and as a result, we're going to have to skip the Io Shirai Shotzi Blackheart match. Usually when that happens, that's an indication that something is wrong with one of the mods, so I'm going to have to investigate it. As much as I was bragging about that mod earlier, it may actually be what's causing the problem. So let's instead pick another match here out of NXT. We've got Finn Balor, Velveteen Dream, Mark Andrews, and Flash Morgan Webster. The one that we can't call. Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano. Damian Priest taking on Alexander Wolf. Pete Dunne versus Jordan Devlin. And in our main event, Walter versus Dave Mastiff.
Yeah, you think that you're the big dog in this ring, Mastiff? Well, I would teach you how to heel.
You know what?
I think we have a winner.
There it is. Hit it.
All right. It's
meaty men slapping meat.
It's Walter versus Dave Mastiff. Let's try this again.
Sweet, I get to headbang to this twice.
Come to Dale's Gas. Come to Dale's Gas.
By the way, the WWE 2K19 Super Universe mode brought to you by Dale's Gas. Come get some gas.
Nightcrawlers and beer.
Come get your gas, your beer, your night crawlers, and your Ambien all in one spot.
Don't forget the horny goat weed.
All right.
It's one of those trucker myths.
Finn Balor facing off against Velveteen Dream. Velveteen Dream taking this one in our alternate telling of what happened. Mark Andrews taking this one. We've got Shotzi Blackheart coming up with the win over Io Shirai. Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano. Adam Cole takes that victory. Damian Priest up against Alexander Wolf. Damian Priest taking the W. Pete Dunne versus Jordan Devlin. Jordan Devlin winning over the freshly turned heel Pete Dunne. And in the match that we're going to call, it's Walter versus Dave Mastiff.
Pete Dunne makes such a great heel.
When did they turn him face? Was that the Broserweight thing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I was going to say, in my mind, Pete Dunne's always been a heel because he's such a good heel.
Yeah, I think he's one of those guys who just plays his bitter self all the time.
Yeah.
And just sort of coasts through whatever storyline they're giving him. His joint manipulation, those finger tricks that he does are just so solid.
Absolutely.
They're the best in the game.
Absolutely. Marty Scurll does a lot of those same joint manipulations as well.
And I, too, do a lot of joint manipulations.
Different joints.
This Mastiff thinks he's going to take the belt from me. He's so stupid.
Perfect Peter Lorre.
As I understand it, Walter and Ilya Dragunov had a great match on NXT UK. It was either this week or last week.
I mean, what great battle can you have beyond Germany versus Russia?
It's true.
Recycling the Vader outfit.
They probably used Vader as the base for this model.
They cut the legs off.
Yeah. That could be Vader with a different hair and beard.
Are you trying to tell me that the Vader mask is the equivalent of Clark Kent's glasses?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you.
I mean, I'm a Walter guy, but Big Van Mastiff, he's on a run.
All right, these two guys. Whoa! Oh, wow. Dave Mastiff coming out early, and Walter meeting it with a knee. And Walter immediately taking Dave Mastiff down to the mat and pounding the living shit out of his face.
Are you hungry, Mastiff? Because I've got the sandwich for you. A knuckle sandwich.
Figured that was coming.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
So we've unlocked it.
These two horses going at it. And it
big miss.
Yeah, big whiff on that follow-up.
Whoosh.
And now forgot to wear his contacts.
Ooh.
Dragon sleeper?
Yeah, Walter. It's either a dragon sleeper or a close to a guillotine, like a modified guillotine. And now Walter again taking Mastiff down to the mat and just wailing on his head. Dave Mastiff needing some relief, going now, rolling to the apron. Walter just kind of staring at him. All right, Dave Mastiff now making his way back in, and Walter deciding to talk to the crowd.
Well, maybe he knew Mastiff was going to miss that. So.
Yeah, it didn't seem to affect him one bit as you got that big back suplex there.
It is not looking like Mastiff is ready for the main event.
No, not at all, but Mastiff kicking out at one. Now boot to the back. Whoa, surprise roll-up, small package. Could this be it? One. Oh, and Dave Mastiff kicking out at one. Oh, Walter going for that big strike, and Dave Mastiff able to move out of the way. And he tries to go for a belly-to-belly, but Walter... Now, this is just reversals back and forth, and finally getting that belly-to-belly overhead suplex.
That's a whole lot of man to get over your head for a belly-to-belly.
Shitload of weight coming down on the mat right there.
Oh, Walter rolls away from that forearm.
And now Walter with the momentum. Taunting Dave Mastiff, saying, come on, bro, bring it. Oh, and a clothesline to the outside.
Oh,
Walter going up to the top rope. What is happening? What is happening? Dave Mastiff on his feet. Oh, my God. Wow. And Walter landing a huge elbow from the top rope to the outside.
Completely ignoring the law of gravity.
We have seen some big men taking flight here today. And now Walter, instead of taking Mastiff into the ring, sets him up on the guardrail and just goes to work. Oh, wow. Big right hands right to the face of Mastiff.
Stiff forearm.
And Mastiff doling out some receipts there.
Gave him that 5-piece combo.
Nice combination of fists and feet.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Dave Mastiff now. He's got a bat.
We're bringing in the furniture.
Uh-oh.
Jeez.
He struck Walter and the ref at the same time.
What the fuck?
And NXT's got to call it. That's a disqualification.
He completely knocked the ref the fuck out.
I don't think I have ever seen anything like this. What?
Everyone's laid out.
I can't believe that.
What just happened?
One standing.
Dave Mastiff takes a clothesline to the outside.
Comes back like Rambo 4 says fuck it and knocks everyone the fuck out.
What did we just see? My God. Well, that's NXT for this week.
I'm glad I wasn't.
Oh,
shit.
my word.
Lloyd in the chat says that was the best finisher ever.
I can't even believe that. The referee couldn't even call the disqualification because he was unconscious.
Rock, paper, scissors, baseball bat.
Has his face always had that shit-eating grin? Or did that just appear?
What a great song to follow up to.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, now to check out 205 Live.
I don't think anything can top a bat to the face finish.
No. Two for the price of one.
We had a coupon.
All right, let's see if Willie Anderson is booked this week. We've got James Drake taking on Flash Morgan Webster in our opening matchup. We've got Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza, Legado de Fantasma, taking on the Bollywood boys, Samir and Sunil Singh. We've also got Tony Nese and Tyler Bate going at it in our third matchup. Jordan Devlin and Mansoor in our fourth matchup. And in our main event, Willie Anderson back into the tag team game once again, tagging with Pete Dunne this time.
All right.
And taking on Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. Can they get revenge for their last loss? Well, can Willie get revenge for his last loss against Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch?
I'm hoping third time is the charm.
Because last time it was Mansoor, right?
It was.
It was.
Yeah, this is a major upgrade to your tag team.
Yeah, I would say that this is quite a significant upgrade. Now, before we start this matchup, what is the tag team name? Because last time it was Too Sweet 2 Mansoor. So what's your tag team name with Pete Dunne?
Bruiser Hate.
Bruiser Hate. There we go.
Hate.
We got Bruiser Hate in action against Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. And I can tell you, I am absolutely rooting for Willie Anderson here because Danny Burch is one of the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever experienced ever anywhere.
Yes.
Here we are, 205 Live. The purple ropes are around the ring. It's the show that Vince McMahon doesn't know he even makes. It's 205 Live.
So do we still tape this?
We do. In Baton Rouge, Louisiana, no less.
Oh, wow. We're at the Baton Rouge Civic Center, folks. A smattering crowd of 25,000 for whatever reason.
T-Money not believing in Willie Anderson says F's in the chat for Willie. We know how this is going to go.
Man, already doubting Willie Anderson. That's a shame.
That is a shame. All right, here we go. James Drake taking on Flash Morgan Webster. James Drake taking the win there. We've got Legado de Fantasma taking on the Bollywood boys. Legado de Fantasma coming up with the win. Tony Nese versus Tyler Bate. Tony Nese coming up with that win. We've also got Jordan Devlin taking on Mansoor. And Mansoor coming up with a big victory over the former Cruiserweight champion. And here is our main event. It's Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch, now allied with Pat McAfee, taking on the Bruiser Hates.
There we go.
Bruiser Hates.
There we go.
There we go. Pete Dunne pulling double duty this week.
He was already stateside. They booked him twice.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, God, I hope this doesn't crash again. It likes to do it for tag teams sometimes, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 410 pounds, Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch.
Boo! Fuck you, Danny Burch! Boo! You fucking suck! I want to know who's booking 205 Live these days. Because whoever it is keeps throwing you into tag matches, and I do not understand why.
I don't like it, man. I don't like it at all.
Weighing in at 205 pounds, the WWE
All business. Every time.
Champion, the Enforcer, Willie Anderson.
Have we switched from the green coat to the black robe specifically because Shawnee doesn't like the coats?
Look, Shawnee don't even have a character, so he shouldn't have a say in the matter at all. I come out with 100 pounds of alligator and a nice, hot, proper steam towel to get myself ready.
There you
I'm
go.
a champion.
There you go.
Cruiserweight champion, but a champion nonetheless.
Only one of us that has a championship.
True.
And his partner from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, Pete Dunn.
Little known fact, Pete Dunn is part goblin on his mother's side.
Is he? That's a good Halloween fact. Interesting choice to use Pete Dunn on NXT and not NXT UK. So you would think with the fact that NXT UK went dark for about 6 months that you would want some star power to try to get people back.
Well, Nate, it is WWE, so I wouldn't put anything past him.
That's
I
true.
think he did finally make. I think he's in the States now because I think he showed up with Burch and
He did. Yeah. All right. Starting off hot here. Willie Anderson going for that double axe handle and missing.
Ooh.
But wow, Oney Lorcan coming up with that big spinning European uppercut. And now just taking it to Willie Anderson.
Did I just take one too many hits of the bowl and completely breach kayfabe? Shit.
Oh, man. And now going to work on the back of Willie Anderson.
Wrenching on the back there.
Willie Anderson now to his feet looking pissed. Oh, catches Oney Lorcan's leg, now down into the Detroit Crab. Danny Burch unable to get to his partner.
Powered right out.
But Oney Lorcan powering right out and going straight to work on the face of Willie Anderson. So far not looking good for the Broser hates. The Bruiser hates. That's Bruiser hates. That's right. Over now into the corner.
On that Detroit Crab as well.
Yeah. Tag made.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man, and a double team back body drop there.
See the elevation on that?
Yeah, it was the height. Crowd booing Danny Burch as much as I would. And a European uppercut there from Danny Burch, taking Willie Anderson down to the mat. Cover now, one, and a kick out.
Props to the kid wearing the Social Outcasts shirt behind Burch and Lorcan's corner.
It's still real to him, damn it.
Man, Willie Anderson acts like he's hurt. He's got an injury or something?
Back now into the corner. Oh, and finally, Willie Anderson waking up. Whipping Danny Burch over to his own corner.
Pete Dunn looking for that hot tag.
And tag made.
There we go.
Looking at a double team here.
I think that's the first time Willie Anderson did a double team move since being thrown in these tag teams.
There we go. Getting some synergy now from Pete Dunn and Willie Anderson. Pete Dunn now going to work on Danny Burch. Whip into the corner. And a big kick to the solar plexus. Saw Willie Anderson try to get Danny Burch there on the rebound and just missing. Danny Burch now trying to make the hot tag. Pete
What a
Dunn.
cutoff.
Yeah, Pete Dunn now just taking his time with Danny Burch. Whip now over into the corner. And another kick to the solar plexus.
And they're keeping him isolated. That's a smart move right there.
Very smart.
Put all the attention on one partner. Take him out of the game.
Wow, what a power bomb.
What wrench into a power bomb.
Into a sit-out power bomb. That is just a lot of weight coming down on the mat at once. Kick now to the gut. Are we going to see another one here? Up into a power bomb. And making his way to the corner. Buckle bomb!
God, all on the back, too.
And Burch now able to make the hot tag to Oney Lorcan. Oney Lorcan comes in and
tripping on Burch on his way to the ring.
But he's able to get that standing drop kick, going for that spinning uppercut, European uppercut again, and Dunn able to move out of the way. Kick to the midsection and up into a big release suplex, and Oney Lorcan getting dropped to the mat. Pete Dunn looks like he's getting ready to put this one in the bag. A shot right to the face. Oh, wow. Into the cover now. 1, 2, 3.
There we go.
Wow.
I would say Willie Anderson has found his tag team partner.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about.
Bruiser Hate's coming up with a big victory there. And I'll tell you, that was some good synergy between Pete Dunn and Willie Anderson. They absolutely deserved this victory. Fuck Danny Burch.
Oney Lorcan getting the hot tag and then Shockmaster in the shit out.
Yeah.
Sting.
All right. On now to SmackDown. See if Mr. Bean is going to get booked out of catering.
I don't know. If Nate Thunder was in catering, I'm probably back there too.
We'll see. We shall see. All right. All right, let's run down the SmackDown card. We've got AJ Styles calling somebody out to open up the program. We've got Bayley also calling somebody out. We've got Tony Nese taking on Jey Uso in our third matchup. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler take on Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. We've got Jeff Hardy doing a mid-show call-out promo. A lot of call-outs this week. Got Roman Reigns also doing a call-out promo. And Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan.
2 matches? Is this Monday Nitro?
I think it's 3. We've got Tony Nese, Jey Uso, the women's tag match, and our main event.
Wow.
That's sad.
Fire Russo.
Seriously. Sheamus and Daniel Bryan is the only thing out of here that I'm even remotely interested in.
That's why I said 2 matches, because who cares about that tag match?
Yeah, that's true. What do you guys think?
You already know. Sheamus, Daniel Bryan.
Shawnee?
Yeah,
There's 4 call-out promos in there. I'm willing to watch any of those.
Really? You want to do another promo?
Who we got on that promo?
I
again?
am not.
Roman Reigns and who else? What we got?
We got AJ Styles, Bayley, Jeff Hardy, and Roman Reigns.
Give me Jeff Hardy. He might be fucked up.
Who's reading for Jeff Hardy?
Oh, shit, I
am not reading.
No, you know what? Give me that match. I changed my.
I would much rather call a match than read terrible dialogue. I spent my stream doing that yesterday.
Chuck, do you want to read the opposition?
For what?
I'll do Hardy and you do the opposition.
Sure.
All right. We're going to do a promo, and I guess we're going to do Sheamus and Daniel Bryan.
Oh, please be Mr. Bean on that promo. Please.
Let's find out. It's SmackDown Live. And instead of turning...
I don't think Chuck's Mr. Bean is particularly good.
Are you ready for a song that's not by AC/DC?
Are you ready to get demonetized?
Yes and yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the internet, y'all.
Yeah. It's the new internet.
Wouldn't that be great? We get the new internet. They tout it like that.
Yeah.
You've had that old-ass internet. How about the new internet?
Where you can... everything is monitored and you can get in trouble easier. Yeah, I like that. All right.
We're in Denver, Mile High City, baby.
Let's start off with this AJ Styles promo. He's calling out Sami Zayn. Bayley's calling out Carmella, and Carmella was able to talk some smack. Tony Nese versus Jey Uso. I know who I think should win, and it, of course, is Jey Uso. Jaxler taking on Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss.
Cross applesauce.
Jaxler takes that victory. All right, it's our Jeff Hardy promo. Very curious to see who he's going to be calling out. Who's playing Jeff Hardy again?
I'm going to try to play Jeff Hardy.
All right. Shawnee as Jeff Hardy. We'll see who he ends up calling out.
He looks high right there.
All right.
Oh my God.
Normally, I come out here and celebrate with you guys, but we're going to have to table that for now. Tonight's all about business, and that business is you, the man who beat me. Listen up and listen good, because I'm only going to say this once.
That's not a bad accent. That's pretty good.
I'm trying to find it, but if I may just eject and go goof. But I'm going to say I'm going to keep. If he talks more, come on, man. Last night was just your night, I guess. Plain and simple. See, it's a little too Western. You are the better man. I have no problem saying that because it's true. Lying about it or denying it would just make you look even more triumphant. And inflating your ego is not something you deserve. I'm not able to find. He's got a very distinct accent. I think that if I sat and practiced it, I could probably do it.
Larry Flint.
However, one loss doesn't define an entire career, and I'm sure as hell not going to let my loss do that to me. You see, losing is part of the journey, just as much as avenging that loss can rebalance the scales. In other words, I want a rematch, and I want to accept my challenge here and now. Nailed it.
Oh, man.
Cut, print, perfect.
So we got Chuck doing Elias here.
Hello to all my fans.
You know, sometimes the computer comes up with the actual rivalries. It's kind of crazy.
Everybody needs to stop what they're doing this very instant and listen to Elias, especially that so-called champion in the ring. You're walking around with stolen property around your waist, and you need to give it to Elias.
I'm going to give you that opportunity to explain why you're out here, because I want to hear every single excuse you have for losing that match, because I can use a laugh. Go ahead. We're waiting.
I thought it was Jeff Hardy that was asking for a rematch.
What's happening?
I don't know.
2K19 has lost the script.
Even Elias is confused.
It's clear to me that you cheated, Jeff Hardy. You may not want to admit that, but I know it's true. You see, I don't lose to second-rate superstars like you, especially when there's a title on the line. I've asked management to review the tape to prove it, and they've agreed.
I understand why you would be upset, but let's face it, we had one hell of a match. We took each other to the limits, and somebody had to win. Turns out that I just wanted a little bit more than you. You should be proud of your accomplishment, even if you did fall a little short.
You don't get it, do you, Jeff Hardy? Your win was a fluke because there's no way you could beat Elias on my worst day. I don't know how you pulled it off, but I'll be damned to let you remain as champion. I'm telling management to drop a contract and make you sign it so I can get my rematch and beat you with the guitar.
Well, I'm never. Do you think that I won't be a fighting champion? Because, brother, you're messing up with the wrong guy. I have no problem getting in this ring with you again and lighting it up for the WWE Universe. Hell, I'm ready to go right now.
I know management is listening in the back, so if you don't give Elias another match, I'm going right into their offices and campaigning for one. Judging by how much they like me here and hate you, I guarantee they'll see you in this ring again with a title on the line.
Jeff Hardy just said he accepted, bro. What are you talking about?
So did you listen to the man?
I'm so high right now. That poor excuse of a face of yours desperately needs another pounding.
Crazy.
Because clearly the one I gave you in your last match didn't take. I'll beat you from pillar to post and all over this arena. Just try me.
Again, phrasing.
Crazy.
So this is how it's gonna be. You and me going at it again. The champ versus the future champ. I might as well claim victory now because I already know you're gonna lose. There's not a chance in hell your talentless ass can beat me twice. My victory is gonna be so sweet.
Boo. Come on, Hardy.
Get it together, Jeff.
All right. There we go.
And that was Wrestling in the Park.
Yeah, should I have just used that goofball voice the whole time?
No, that was good. That was actually pretty close to Jeff Hardy, to be honest with you. All right, got to turn that down. All right, Roman Reigns was calling out Braun Strowman. And here's our matchup. It's Sheamus taking on Daniel Bryan. Who you liking in this match? I think I'm liking Daniel Bryan a little bit more than Sheamus.
I never liked
Daniel
Sheamus.
Bryan is definitely giving up a size advantage, but I'm sure he's still stinging from his WrestleMania loss to Sheamus years ago.
Yes.
In 8 seconds.
That's right.
Sheamus is a guy that only works for me in the context of the bar.
He was good on the bar. In the bar. At the bar.
Off a bar.
What bar is Sheamus? Hershey's White Chocolate Bar?
Skandor Akbar.
Weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
The only man in
Impressive
WWE that
abs.
needs vitamin D supplements.
Just hit a tanning bed once or twice, dude. The translucent man, Sheamus.
Hey, it says the newsletter here says it looked like powder.
And his opponent, from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 210
Daniel Bryan's shirt reminding us to fight for your dreams unless you have to fight in your dreams.
Yes, that's right. Because if Freddy Krueger comes for you, you're absolutely fucked. right, here we go. And the bell rings, and Sheamus knocking
down.
Daniel Bryan right into the ref, and the ref is down. Action now going to the outside. And Sheamus just taking the opportunity to wail on Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan tries to get a shot in, but Sheamus says, no, that ain't happening. That ref has not moved.
Yeah, I think he's out, man. He's out cold. Sheamus just dominating over Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, he arrived to this match with a ferocity.
Sheamus now making his way into the ring. And the ref finally starts to stir. And Daniel Bryan now taking Sheamus down to the mat. Bryan taking Sheamus into the corner. And just making him eat turnbuckle. And Daniel Bryan now going to work on Sheamus's arm. Oh, man.
Vicious stomp. Daniel Bryan using that technical prowess right there.
Absolutely. You can hear Sheamus starting to scream in pain. Oh, what a forearm. Daniel Bryan taking a moment to show off to the crowd. Sheamus makes his way to his feet. Daniel Bryan now.
Ooh, stiff.
Nice stiff forearm down to the floor. As action goes out to the outside of the ring for a second time. Sheamus now rejecting that shot from Daniel Bryan, and a big carrying power slam on the outside. That's got to hurt.
European uppercut right there.
Absolutely.
And they've been kind of going back and forth, you know, trying to see if they can get the advantage on one another.
Wow, overhead belly to belly from Sheamus there on Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan's head coming within inches of slamming into that concrete floor. Count of 7 now. Both wrestlers make their way back into the ring. Daniel Bryan with a whip to Sheamus into the corner. Daniel Bryan, nice big lariat there to follow up. And just taking the boots now to Sheamus.
Daniel Bryan's one of those rare wrestlers that even though he gives up a size advantage in most matches, he still has the advantage in almost every other way.
Absolutely. And now Daniel Bryan whipping out those yes kicks and finishing with that big boot to the face. He looks like he's setting up. Boom! There it is. Down now into the cover. This could be it for Sheamus. 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Daniel Bryan with a nice, convincing victory over Sheamus.
Making quick work of him.
Absolutely. And Will, you are absolutely right. That was very closely contested back and forth until they made their way back into the ring, and Daniel Bryan able to get the momentum on his side.
I would say this, pound for pound, within the last, say, 10 to 20 years, Daniel Bryan is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Absolutely. You'll get no argument out of me. And there we go. That is Smackdown for this week. And we make our way to another pay-per-view.
Music.
Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. There we go. No more music.
Oh my God, is that Private Party?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. It's NXT Takeover Chicago. Our opening matchup, Velveteen Dream takes on Tommaso Ciampa. That's going to be an interesting matchup. For the North American Championship, we've got Santos Escobar, Damian Priest, and Killian Dane in a triple threat matchup. We've also got Pete Dunne taking on Jordan Devlin. For the Women's Championship, we've got Ember Moon taking on Io Shirai. We've also, for the UK Championship, a bit of a rematch here, Dave Mastiff taking on Walter. And we've got Adam Cole taking on Finn Balor for the NXT Championship. And in our main event, it's Legado de Fantasma taking on Breezango. Now, out of all of these matchups, I got to be honest, it's this triple threat match that I am most interested in between Santos Escobar, Killian Dane, and Damian Priest. What do you guys think?
After that finish for the NXT UK Championship, I'm really interested to see what that match looks like.
All right. Will, what about you?
You know what? I think Dave Mastiff has some explaining to do to Walter. So with that being said, I think that's going to be the match I want to see.
All right. Although, it as T-Money has pointed out, that tag match is a ladder match. So that's pretty interesting. Shawnee, what do you want to see?
I'm I'm so torn because I feel like we ruined that great moment if we watch this one, but also, do we continue that great moment? It's I'm torn. I'm completely torn. Should not be this invested in this, but I am. Here we are.
Listen, you guys have turned my opinion. Dave Mastiff and Walter gets my choice. So that's I think that's the match that we're going to call. It's Dave Mastiff and Walter in a rematch from earlier this week.
In a rematch from roughly 35 minutes ago.
And Walter's coming in there after taking a bat to the face, so you gotta wonder if he's coming in hurt.
Yeah, because that was a big shot right to the dome.
And obviously Mastiff doesn't want to get disqualified when the title is on the line.
Absolutely. I don't know why NXT Chicago Takeover is coming to you from Cosset, Massachusetts, but okay. Sure. All right. Velveteen Dream taking on Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa coming up with that victory. Here's that triple threat match. Santos Escobar, Damian Priest, and Killian Dane for the North American Championship. Santos Escobar is your new North American champion. Pete Dunne taking on Jordan Devlin. Got Pete Dunne coming up with that victory. Ember Moon.
Man's got to be tired after that week of work.
Yeah, absolutely. Pete Dunne showing up for 3 days of wrestling. Ember Moon taking on Io Shirai for the NXT Women's Championship. Io Shirai takes the victory there. She reclaims her victory, her championship. And here we go. It's Dave Mastiff versus Walter after that epic disqualification earlier this week. Will Dave Mastiff be able to take down the imposing Walter?
We do have a pretty unanimous crowd in the chat wanting to see that ladder match.
Scheduled for one fall, and is for the WWE United Kingdom Championship.
Here's the problem. Ladder matches, especially when they're played among the computer, can take sometimes an hour. I mean, honestly, and with it being a tag match, you've got 4 people on the field at once. I mean, if you guys want to sit here for 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes to call a match,
I may have to smoke a bowl.
Yeah, I personally don't want to do that. If one of us was booked in that match, I would do it. But just being a tag ladder match, I think I got to pass. I'm sorry, T-Money. I've learned a lot of things watching a lot of different matches on this game, and Royal Rumble matches can be problematic, ladder matches can be problematic, and last man standing matches can be problematic. I had a last man standing match that I was playing that went for 55 minutes.
What
oh my God.
Hell, man.
Dude. And I lost. That was the worst part of it, and I lost.
That's some shit.
I don't know who you think you are, big man Walter. You go in here with your baseball bat and you hit me and the ref and try to take my belt. Well, we will see who gets the last laugh.
I don't think there's anything in video games that makes me angrier than when you waste almost an hour of my time.
Yes. Yeah. I was furious.
Walter looking a bit like an angry meatloaf after taking that bat to the face.
Because he would do anything for the NXT UK Championship.
But he won't do
take a
that.
badge.
He won't take a.
Yeah, I like some meatloaf.
I think he could smash some meatloaf. Walter seems like he could put a hurting on almost anything food related. All right, here we go.
The challenger from Dudley, England, weighing in at 315 pounds.
Man, what a big man. 315 pounds, Dave Mastiff.
He's had peas before.
Big Van shit-eating grin Mastiff.
Weighing in at 297 pounds.
Oh, this stupid Mastiff hit me with a bat. I'll teach you a lesson, Mastiff.
German
won't
Ralph
forget.
Cramden.
Ja, bang zoom right to the moon.
What a big fucking lummox.
Which one?
Both of them.
It's one of my favorite words ever, lummox. That's how they used to describe Ed and Ed and Eddie, and I fucking loved it. All right, Dave Mastiff starting off hot, getting that clothesline right out of the gate. Oof.
Like a bat out of hell.
Or like a dog out of the kennel. Clubbing blows to the back, and Walter just says, excuse me. Oh, man. Big face
Now, did
buster
Walter
there.
drop him on his face because he couldn't get him over, or was that intentional?
I think it was intentional. But Dave Mastiff, that 387-pound big man, that's a lot of weight to get up.
I mean, after taking a bat to the face, how do you not just beat the piss out of him?
Belly to belly, overhead belly to belly there.
Oh, Walter, please get the furniture.
Dave Mastiff now up on... Oh, wow. He was up on that turnbuckle, which avoided that attack from Walter, and now Walter makes it back into the ring and gives him a big DDT. Goes for the stomp, misses Dave Mastiff. Clubbing blows to the back, though. And Mastiff comes in with another big clothesline. All of that mass coming in.
It looks like he slipped off that sleeper right there.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, and he slipped back on.
It's a bad camera angle. Walter then going for the stomp and getting nothing but... Wow! Did you see the height that Dave Mastiff got to? He was well above that top turnbuckle.
Now
That's
that meat
a
coming
whole lot
down.
of man to get that high up in the air.
I never seen that much meat tossed in the air that much.
Oh, wow. Woo. Walter coming down with all of his weight onto Dave Mastiff's sternum, taking two. Whoa, there's a third one. Oh, wow.
Unifies Berlin with that teabag. Oh.
Dave Mastiff has got to be coughing up blood at this point.
Broken ribs. Yeah.
Walter did not enjoy getting hit with that bat.
Oh, wow. And Dave Mastiff comes up with a rock bottom out of nowhere. Now, Walter shoulder checking Dave Mastiff down to the mat. Going down to the cover. One. And a kick out at one. Dave Mastiff immediately to his feet. Walter taking Mastiff down now, and it looks like, a figure four. Could this be it? Is Mastiff going to give up? Look at all of that pressure being applied.
Wow, he reversed it smooth.
And Mastiff reverses the figure four. And finally, Walter has to release.
Both these big guys feeling the pain in their knees from that figure four.
Absolutely. Mastiff tried to go for a nice spinning lariat, but got blocked there. But comes up with the reversal kick to the hamstring. And Walter taking all 387 pounds of Dave Mastiff and slamming him down to the mat like he weighed nothing.
That's unnatural strength.
Two jumping knees. All that weight crashing down on Mastiff.
Walter looks like he's trying to hurt Dave Mastiff. Kick now to the midsection. Walter now looks like, what a power bomb! And now rolls Dave Mastiff over into a Boston Crab.
Doesn't even go for the cover.
No. He said, I am going to make you submit. Dave Mastiff able to power out of that. What a matchup so far. Clubbing blows to the back of Walter. Walter now. Oh, what a German suplex. Jesus Christ.
See the angle on that?
Wow.
That guy's massive to get up and over like that. I'll say it again.
Hammer throw into the turnbuckles, and Dave Mastiff just takes all of that. Oh, and now into a... Oh, it looks like... It's a sleeper?
Yeah, looks like a sleeper, and he wrapped himself around him and get all that pressure on his neck.
Might have had a rope break there.
That's the clothesline.
Yeah, Dave Mastiff now getting...
Dave Mastiff goes for a 619.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow. I thought he was going to go for a 619. All of that weight coming down right on the back of Dave Mastiff's neck. Oh. What a spinning lariat! And Walter just goes right down to the mat. Whip now into the corner. Turns Walter around. Dave Mastiff is setting up for something big here.
Big man's going up.
Oh, man. Are we going to see a Vader bomb? Vader bomb!
It's time. It's Mastiff time.
That might be it. Down now into the cover. 1, 2. Could we have a new UK champion? No! Walter kicks out at 2.5.
Mastiff can't
I know we're
believe
supposed to be objective in the booth, but I am rooting hard for Super Universe Walter right now.
Dave Mastiff now driving Walter down to the canvas with some big lariats and coming up with a jumping lariat. Walter definitely is looking like he's been through the ringer. And another spinning lariat. Could this be it? Mastiff into the cover for new UK Championship and a kick out at 2.
And a strong kick out at that. For the amount of punishment Walter has taken in the last minute and a half.
Big splash.
Wow, big splash from the big man Dave Mastiff. 1, 2. Dave Mastiff.
Did not keep the big German down.
Fireman's carry.
Walter now. Coming up with a big lariat of his own.
With authority.
And now just taunting Mastiff, saying, come at me, bro. Down now into the cover. 1, 2. Oh, wow, and a kick out at 2.5. Mastiff is not done yet.
Only 2, but you know what, Chuck? 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
That's true.
Mastiff now with Walter up on his shoulders. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
And he just threw him out of the ring.
Tossed his ass right out.
Come on, Walter.
Oh,
Walter
shit.
What are we seeing here?
Shit.
What are we seeing here? Dave Mastiff up to the top rope. Walter now on the outside of the ring. What are we going to see? What? Oh, my God. A gigantic elbow to the head of Walter. I can't believe it. How did Dave Mastiff not blow out a knee? And Walter
What the disrespect.
slaps Mastiff in the face.
My God.
Now Walter going all the way up to the top. What are we seeing here? And what an elbow! Oh my God!
An elbow to the tailbone.
Walter now getting set up for something. Oh, and Mastiff says, "Nuh-uh, you're not going to take me that easily." Elbows now to the head. I can't even believe this matchup. Mastiff now whipping Walter into the corner, setting up. Could we see another Vader bomb?
Has Walter's title ever been in this much jeopardy?
Oh my God!
No, this has got to be it.
This has got to be it. Mastiff down into the corner. UK title on the line. 1, 2, 3.
New champ.
And your new UK champion.
It is paradise by the dashboard lights for Big Van Shit-Eating Grin Mastiff.
Mastiff playing the long game. Clearly, that bat shot that Walter took this week on NXT affecting his performance. And Dave Mastiff coming up with a big win 3 days later at NXT TakeOver Chicago. My God, guys, I did not expect that.
What a hell of a match.
I don't think any of us expected that much high-flying action from two guys that big.
We have seen... listen, these two guys are some of the most aerial motherfuckers.
What this is right here is the most aerial fat motherfuckers around. Ponderosa versus Sweetenhouse.
All right, we got for the NXT Championship, Adam Cole taking on Finn Balor.
I mean, when you got two big guys going ass to ass, belly to belly, fat to fat, someone's going to get hurt.
And Adam Cole is your new NXT champion. Lots of championships changing hands here today. Will it happen in this tag team ladder match? Let's find out. Breezango.
And the Skinny Wolf and the Pretty Boy win the tag team titles.
I can't remember if Legado de Fantasma were the tag team champions or if it was Breezango, but your tag team champions now, Breezango. And that's going to do it for this week on the WWE 2k19 Super Universe Mode, brought to you by the One Fall Show podcast. Before we get out of here, let's go ahead and preview next week's Monday Night Raw as we get ready for Money in the Bank. Coming up this week on Raw, we got Seth Rollins taking on Dominic Mysterio in our opening matchup. That's a pretty good one. We've also got Jaxler taking on the Riot Squad. Mickie James takes on Asuka in our third match. Aleister Black taking on the Big Show. In our fourth match, Ziggler Puff and Robert Roode taking on the Hurt Business, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. Rey Mysterio takes on Kevin Owens. And in our main event, Randy Orton taking on Edge in a bit of a preview from what everyone is assuming is going to be the main event from WrestleMania this year. So we also like to showcase some mods here, some up and coming stars that will be added to the roster eventually after we go through maybe our first year of Super Universe. After that, we're going to open it up to a draft.
All right.
And all of these superstars will eventually be eligible to be drafted into Super Universe mode. Last time, we checked out Jay White. This week, it's New Japan Pro Wrestling's Zack Sabre Jr. And there we go. A bit of a preview of Zack Sabre Jr., who will be eligible to be drafted into WWE 2k19 Super Universe. How exciting is that? We're going to be adding more and more mods here to WWE 2k19 as time goes on. So we're excited to be showing them off for you here as a part of WWE 2k19 Super Universe. That's going to be it for us this week. I want to thank my broadcast partners Willie Anderson. Will Cherry, excuse me, calling you by your character's name. Let them know where they can find you online.
Yo, you can find me on Twitter at WillieZoo7. Come talk some shit to me or I'm going to slap your mom.
There you go. Chuck Bean, the man who makes it happen over on the One Fall Show. Let them know where they can find you online.
Of course, you can find me on the One Fall Show podcast along with Nate and Shawnee and the cast of characters. This week's episode is quite possibly one of our finest moments, and I highly recommend it. Also, check out Talk Horror to Me, the Nerd Radio podcast, and check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/CHZUCK.
Excellent. And Shawnee, the $17 man, where can they find you?
Yeah, find me running the One Fall Show Twitter page. Find me over there. It's a little bit of a vacuum still, and I live tweet those shows. I'm going to continue to do so. Somebody be my friend over there. Interact.
Follow at at One Fall Show, not the One Fall Show. And make sure you check out the One Fall Show. onefallshow.podbean.com is where you can find that. It's a really fun show. It's not just a wrestling podcast. It's also a quiz show. And we compete against each other for a championship. It's like wrestling, but with quiz. Guys, check it out. Again, onefallshow.podbean.com. My name's Nate Bender. You can find me on Twitter at Nate Benderama and at LBR Aniro. You can also find me streaming right here at twitch.tv/Limit Break Radio. I've been seeming to stream Thursdays and Fridays, but all the time, Saturday, 4 p.m. Come back next week for more WWE 2k19 Super Universe. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you next week.
We out.